was feeling like a lot of different ways. I would say at the same time, like maybe afraid from what I would discover there. Also, like a fear maybe of like maybe this is really what I've been looking for.
It seemed far-fetched to me at the time to all of a sudden just go meet with a bunch of people. Granted that, you know, we were all obviously interested in the same thing because this existed, but I was a little threatened by feeling like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go on a vacation, you know, where I go, like, I'm gonna go and spend some time with a bunch of people and then watch some live lessons. Why can't I watch it from home? Or some of the thoughts, some of the banter that was going on in my mind.
I went through a long process of being confronted with my own past expectations and I suppose my ego of where I thought I was or who I thought my teachers were.
You know, what will I find in this place? Like, who are these people that I'm going to be meeting? Like, I can't see these these instructors like, you know, face to face. You know, they're going to see right through me. You know,
like I was there was just two different worlds. One of them, I was friends with all these amazing people around the world, studying this amazing wisdom that is totally answering all these questions that I've always had. And then another part of me is saying, you're crazy. You're not going to go and meet with all these people that you met on the internet.
Like, I can make small talk all the time, but nothing real in depth with people. So I didn't know, like, if people were really going to be like I didn't want to feel vulnerable, like in a place where they're actually going to ask me questions and, like, you know, make me feel like I have to answer, you know, and know what I'm saying.
But so many of these questions of why wasn't my attitude just to jump in and experience? You know, there's always this mind banter asking you what you're doing, asking you why you want fulfillment in this, asking you what it is you're seeking. You know, and these questions are really easy to answer when you're looking for things like food and sex and guidance or whatever it might be. But when trying to categorize Kabbalah in one's mind, maybe that's a thing that's not easily explained. It has to be experienced.
I remember a real moment of clarity where I realized if everything has led me just in this lifetime alone to this moment where I'm confronted with my teacher and with my community, then what is great enough in my ego that's going to prevent me from just going there?
So the interesting thing about it is that when I got there, it really wasn't what I had expected. It was very different.
If you try to consider the future, you're considering it from the state that you're in, and you'll never allow yourself to get to the state that's waiting for you. So
I couldn't have imagined what was before me when preparing to go to the Congress, because it was almost like it seemed this far-fetched goal before I got there, but then once I actually got to the Congress, suddenly it wasn't how I imagined it.
Like there was some purpose here, like at this place. There was something that belonged, something that was correct. It didn't take long, to be honest. Like I walked in, I saw some people, and immediately the sensation in the air was that there's something very particular going on here.
For a bit, I'm thinking in my mind as I'm there, what is it we're trying to do here? But then suddenly I realized that what I'm looking to do is break through what that voice is telling me that I need to label everything. You know, it was like it was trying to break through the doors. And being with other people present, I would have these up and down moments. One moment feeling this great adversity to any acknowledgments or association with anything that was going on there. But then it would flip back to an even stronger desire to be present and to understand what it is we're looking to do. And I've had several moments where, yeah, an idea of the connection between others.
There really was unity there. There really is a sensation of something above time and space, something beyond this world. There's so many different people from all over the place, you know, and you're friends immediately with them. It's like there's, you know, you may have cultural differences, but you unite in this one common desire.
I mean, on a simple level, it's 3 days outside of your life, connecting with people that all have a point in the heart that's really just a point of your heart, and it's finally finding your family. It's finally finding the pieces of you that have been missing, and it's outside of anything else that you that you think of or do in your regular life.
The feelings that I was having was of love, of unity, of truly like I had found and the key, the purpose to my existence.
Being alone, watching a lesson at home on my computer, still amazing, and I'm super thankful to have the opportunity at this point. But then all of a sudden, being catapulted into a bunch of amazing people being around me with great song and great energy, and then to have the live lesson, it was incredible.
I remember just being really blown away by people's questions and by the responses that Rav was giving. And
it seemed like the Rav was addressing things that were going on with me personally.
It really changed my understanding from what I had been studying, because I had been studying everything like theoretically. They said all this stuff, they drew diagrams about it. And then I went there and I really saw that there's a whole practical side to it, that it's not just like in my head or like some theories, scribbled on a piece of paper. It's in all aspects of our life. Like, we live it. We experience it. I experienced it with my friends. There's no other word to really call them. They're just friends. And I was able to experience love, unity, connection that I've never felt with anyone else away from the study.
When you get into a social atmosphere and people are automatically talking about their professions, trying to paint a picture of who they are, who the me is. But at the Congress, it was like, if there was ever an arrival of such a tone, it would immediately disintegrate before us, because that wasn't the reason we were there.
It's the difference of studying Kabbalah and living Kabbalah or doing Kabbalah. And all of the study that we do is preparation towards what happens at a Congress.
It was pointing at me, but a new me, a me which is not me. It's every single me that's present.
Yeah, it's a good feeling. It seems silly to call it that, because it's outside of the regular sensation of good. It's just a feeling of home.